Are you struggling to find the perfect diet for weight loss? If you're on a quest for the ultimate diet, we've got groundbreaking research that demands your attention. In a head-to-head battle between a low-fat vegan diet and the famed Mediterranean diet, one emerged as the clear winner. But hold on, there's more to the story than meets the eye. Stay tuned to discover the diet that outperformed the rest. So without further ado, my name is Jeremy Coll, and this is The Dark Side of Fitness, episode 73. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to my channel. We focus on transforming your body from the inside out. If you're ready to take your fitness journey to that next level, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more whole body transformation content. Two diets entered a weight loss study. One diet outperformed the other. Volunteers used that diet first, lost 17 pounds in 16 weeks. When those same participants switched to another diet, they regained some weight. If that's all you know about the study, you might think a low-fat vegan diet, the first one, is superior to a Mediterranean diet, the other one, at least when it comes to weight loss. Or there has to be more to the story, and you'd be right. Let's dig in. How the study worked. Researchers recruited 62 middle-aged adults with obesity in the Washington, D.C. area. 52 people completed the study. They were predominantly female, racially mixed, and highly educated. Close to half of them have graduate degrees. The volunteers were randomly assigned to start with one of the two diets, low-fat vegan or Mediterranean. They followed the assigned diet for 16 weeks. After a 4-week washout period, they followed the other diet for the next 16 weeks. A washout period is the amount of time between two different parts of an experiment during which the effects of the intervention, usually involving exercise or nutrition, wash out and the participants return to whatever is normal for them. They weren't asked to restrict their energy intake, only to adhere to the diet guidelines you're about to see. What the study found: more than 90% of the participants lost weight on the vegan diet. The average weight loss was 13 pounds in 16 weeks. As was said in the beginning of this review, the weight loss was even more significant for those who did the vegan diet first. The average weight was unchanged after 16 weeks on the Mediterranean diet. When people eat a vegan diet, they consume 500 fewer calories a day than when they eat a Mediterranean diet. That explains the difference in the weight loss. Here are details you don't want to miss. The food choices were severely limited on the vegan diet. Compare the vegan food options in the chart to those of the Mediterranean diet. Although both emphasize whole foods, there's a striking difference in what's allowed. For example, when participants were on the Mediterranean diet, they were instructed to eat chocolate, whole grain cereals, nuts, and low-fat cheeses as desired. You heard that right. According to the paper, they could eat as much chocolate as they wanted. Both groups lowered their blood pressure. The improvements, however, were more pronounced on the Mediterranean diet. The researchers say it's probably because of the olive oil, which is rich in monounsaturated fat and vitamin E. The study was conducted and funded by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. This is a nonprofit organization that promotes a vegan diet and preventative medicine and opposes the use of animal testing. Its president, Neil Barnard, MD, has written several popular health and weight loss books that feature vegan diets. The origin of the Mediterranean diet. Ancel Keys was the most celebrated nutrition scientist of the mid-20th century. In World War II, he invented the K ration. The K is for Keys, which fed millions of American servicemen. He also conducted the Minnesota starvation experiment, which produced valuable knowledge about the effects of losing and regaining extraordinary amounts of weight. I actually did a video on this a while back ago. In 1961, Keys appeared on the cover of Time magazine, and in between, he popularized the Mediterranean diet in a best-selling book he wrote with his wife, Margaret. The diet emerged from the 7-country Study 3, a massive research project launched in 1958 to explore the links between diet and heart disease, the #1 cause of death worldwide. Keys and his fellow researchers found that men in the US and Finland consumed far more saturated fat than men in Greece and Italy and had much higher rates of cardiovascular disease. Keys was so intrigued by the difference in health outcomes that he moved with his family to Piopi, a small town in southwestern Italy, a region known for its unusual number of centenarians. He didn't just study the plant-based diet and active lifestyle of the region, he was an enthusiastic practitioner. The fact he lived to be 100 years old served as an endorsement of his choice. Keyes never claimed there was any single Mediterranean diet. People in different regions traditionally ate different amounts of fish, vegetables, fruit, bread, and cheese. Some were relatively low on fat, some drank wine with meals. The entire area was still recovering from World War II, and some of the populations in the study were impoverished. They simply couldn't afford meat and other fat-rich foods. The standardized version of the Mediterranean diet used in research is a synthesis of what researchers believe to be its most health-promoting aspects. As you saw earlier in this review, it's high in unsaturated fats from olive oil, nuts, and fish, and low in saturated fats from meat and dairy. So while that combination of foods is linked to a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, no actual person living near the Mediterranean Sea would likely recognize it as their traditional diet, even though it's typically referenced that way. Wait, before you go, we have something extraordinary in store for you. We're about to share expert tips that have the power to transform the way you shed those excess pounds. So keep watching until the very end and let these life-changing insights guide you towards lasting weight loss success. Get ready to take charge of your weight loss journey like never before. Now, here are some expert coaching takeaways. Number 1, it's no mystery why people lose so much weight on the low-fat vegan diet. Severely limiting food choices almost always leads to short-term weight loss, says Brian St. Pierre, MSRD, Director of Nutrition for Precision Nutrition. The double whammy of eliminating all animal products and restricting calories from fat made it nearly impossible to overeat. To me, the question isn't, does eating a very low-fat vegan diet lead to weight loss? St. Pierre adds, because the answer is that is yes. The question is, how many people would be able to maintain or enjoy a very low-fat vegan diet? That's a legitimate question, not a criticism. Number 2, nobody should change their diet because of one study. Someone may choose an entirely plant-based diet for many perfectly valid reasons: culture, religion, health, animal welfare, or environmental concerns. A vegan diet may be a good choice if the goal is weight loss, or it may not. There's no way to know from a single study, especially a study from a research team that openly advocates the diet that showed the best results. It doesn't mean the results don't count, St. Pierre says. It means you shouldn't put too much stock in these results until another research group replicates them in a more extended trial with more participants. Number 3, fiber is fantastic. Study participants increased their fiber intake on both diets, which is exactly what you expect when they are plant-based. Eating more fiber was correlated with weight loss. That was particularly true of insoluble fiber, which helps you have more extensive and frequent bowel movements. Here's why that matters. Excretion is perhaps the most crucial aspect of weight control that the fewest people want to discuss. In studies where researchers can measure precisely how much food goes in one end and how much feces and urine come out on the other end, some people excrete as much as 10% of their total calorie intake. Others send as little as 2% down the poop chute. And if you poop more often, your body may absorb fewer calories. Here's also a list of high fiber foods. As we come to a closing, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Your support means the world to me, and it's the reason why I continue to make valuable content like this for you. If you want to continue to see content like this, please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss out on amazing expert tips. And until next time, see you in the next video. Thank you.